What is up, everybody? It is me, officially Samantha, and I am back here with another video for you all. So when I post this video, I will already be in Australia, so you're probably thinking like, why are you still in your room? It's because I filmed it beforehand so I can have some content for you guys if I miss a week of filming or something like that. So here you go. Well, today is kind of like a story time, kind of my experiences with college roommates. I am currently in my third year in college, and I have had four roommates, and it's kind of like, okay, Sam, what the hell's wrong with you? But I don't think it was me. I'll tell you why. So I come in my freshman year of college, you know, not really knowing anything, and we move in, and she seems nice. I'm not gonna say her name. I feel like I shouldn't. We go in and we meet and we just kind of talk, and you know, we weren't the same person. We didn't really have a lot of common interests. She liked video games and all of that kind of thing, and which is perfectly fine, but I am not into that kind of stuff. Basically, kind of the arts is what we had similar interests and experiences in. As the year rolls on, we get to know each other. After the first couple weeks of classes, you know, she would miss her alarm, and so I would wake her up and being like, oh, I don't know if you set an alarm or not, but I'm just letting you know that like I'm leaving for class and I know you have class at the same time. And she just wouldn't go, she wouldn't wake up. And so I was like, you know what, I'm not her mother, this is college, and that's her own responsibility to go to class. And then the room turned into a pigsty. She would just have clothes, and not just clothes, like food wrappers and just all this gross, nasty stuff all over the place all the time. I was embarrassed to have people over, so my whole freshman year I like didn't have friends over. She'd sleep all day, be up all night, and she was just so gross and messy. It was so nasty. Had a weird stank in the room. It was just really a bad experience, to be honest. Winter break happened, and I come back and I get an email and they're like, oh, she left. She actually dropped out. I don't really know what to call it, but she didn't take like day on campus courses. She took online courses. I have no idea what happened to her now. I texted her and I was like, you know, best of luck on your journey. And she just never responded. She left me on red. I was always nice and kind and tried to do my best of nicely kind of hinting that she should clean the side of her room. Another person came in and she was the same grade as me, but she was older. She was a dream compared to my first roommate. She already had friends there, but we perfectly like coexisted. It was beautiful. Like if I had to room with her again, I would have. I still see her on campus sometimes and I ask her how she's doing, what she's up to. That changed my experiences on how college roommates can be. Sophomore year came around and I was just going to go into a building that I wanted to go into because all my other friends were going to live there, and just get a random person assigned to me. But then someone else who I kind of knew asked me if I was interested in living with them. I said yes. She was an honors student. I knew her friends. She seemed pretty nice. So I said yes, and we moved in and everything was fine. And then it kind of all went downhill. So my mom gave me like emergency money after we moved in. Within the first couple days it went missing, and I searched high and low through all of my things and it just was never got found. I texted her and I was like, hey, did you find like money anywhere in the room? My mom gave me emergency money, I can't find it. And she was like, oh no, but I'll look. As the semester went on, I found things, just tiny things went missing. It was frustrating because I was like, either you're taking my things or you're having people come in here and they're taking my things. Some of it was like food and water, and I personally don't care, but just ask. Like, please, for the love of God, just ask me. Those are my things. But if you ask me, yeah, sure, take it. I don't care. It's just the asking part that's important to me. And other stuff was like feminine products, and you know, those things are expensive. And so I was like, these are my things and they're going missing. And some of it was laundry quarters, and so I was like, all right, I need to kind of confront this and nip it in the butt. And before I did that, I started counting my things because I was like, I don't want to think that I'm going crazy and I don't want to assume anything. I counted and waters went missing and all that stuff. So I texted her and was like, hey, did you like grab a snack from my bin? It's okay if you did. I just don't want to go crazy. And she was like, oh no, like, I don't know. That's weird. I was like, I know you're lying. I confronted my RA about it and she was like, okay, we'll see, like, let me know if it gets worse. Like, you confronted her. And then so it happened again, and I confronted her again, and it just kind of like got to the point where I was like, all right, you need to stop. Like, I don't know if it's you or people that you're coming in with, but it needs to cut it out. I don't know if she had mental issues where she was kind of like lying or just liked being like confrontation, like she just liked confrontation. Yeah, it kind of didn't work out. It was like the middle of spring semester where she left. She just kind of left and became a commuter. I don't really see her. I haven't seen her all of junior year, but I used to see her the rest of sophomore year around campus. And so for a little while I had my room to myself, which was kind of weird because in a big room like that, seeing the whole empty side of like just the bed and all that stuff, it was just not good. It wasn't a good feeling. I started thinking like, is this me is this me that's people just don't like living with me? I've mentioned her before. Raquel lived next to me and she kind of started being integrated into our little friend group that we have, and she was like, I'm moving in, do you want me to move in? And I was like, yes please. And so after a long chain of, oh no, you can't move this day, you can't move this, like we need this and this, finally it happened and she moved in, and it has been beautiful ever since. She's like my best friend on campus. We kind of just have a mutual understanding, like, yeah, I don't give a shit what you take, like, because we know that kind of like boundary that we have going on. Even if it's a, oh hey, I took something, like, do you mind? Yep, perfect, I don't care. We're like the same person. After a long run of negative roommate experiences, I have a perfect roommate. She is great, like you have no idea how great she is. But so this is kind of a PSA. If you are going into college or you're in college and you've had this long string of bad roommate experiences, you will find a good roommate. And you know what, it's okay if you don't find a good roommate and you get a single by yourself. Now there is a possibility to find that good roommate. It might take a while. Took me halfway into my sophomore year of college to find a perfect roommate. And this is also kind of a message of being able and open to communication and confrontation. As uncomfortable as confronting someone might be, it is a part of life, whether it is with a roommate, with a job, like a coworker. It's bound to happen at some point in your life. You're not just gonna go through life not confronting people. So yeah, this is kind of my message to you beautiful people. So yeah, I think that's it. I hope you enjoyed this kind of story time thing. I don't even know what to call it, but if you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I don't know what's coming your way. You'll see. I don't really know. So it'll be a surprise for both of us. I love you guys very, very much, and I will see you next time. Bye.